Good morning, children. In yesterday's class, you have seen about the male reproductive system, isn't it? Once again, we revise it and we'll move to the female reproductive system. Okay. So this is about the male reproductive system that you have seen in your previous class, isn't it? So this is the male reproductive system. See here. It consists of a pair of testes, seminal ducts, and the penis. So the testis produces the male reproductive organs, sperms, which are they produce millions of sperms. Each testis produce millions of sperms, and structure of the sperm is which contains a head and a tail and a middle piece. Middle piece contains the mitochondria, which gives the energy to the cell, and different functions are carried out through it. And the head of the sperms contains the nucleus inside it, and it moves through the help of the tail. It moves, and how the fertilization takes place we'll see after knowing about the female reproductive system. So here, children, about the female reproductive system, you see here. So this is the female reproductive system, which contains a pair of ovaries, oviducts, fallopian tubes. This is a oviduct or fallopian tube, and uterus. So what is this? Female reproductive organs or the female reproductive system is present just inside the abdomen, whereas you know that the male reproductive system is present below the abdomen. The female reproductive system is present inside the abdomen below the navel region. So you know these ovaries, they are the female reproductive organs which release ova every month. They are produced into the fallopian tubes. Okay, so these are funnel shaped fallopian tubes attached to the ovaries, which are attached to the funnel shaped fallopian tubes or oviducts, which is present just below the hip region on either side of the uterus. These ovaries are present, which release the ova every month in the body of female. So you know it. So when this ovum is surrounded by an outer covering called as nucleus, that is the cytoplasm, the outer covering and the nucleus, the ovum, the ovary, it is surrounded by the outer covering and contains the nucleus inside it. Can you see here, children? This is the structure of the ovum. So surrounded by an outer covering and contains a nucleus, and a free floating cytoplasm is present in the center of the ovum. Okay, so this ovum fuses with the sperm, the male reproductive organ fuses with the ovary, then zygote is formed, which is called as fertilization. In human beings, that is in general, in some of the animals like insects, mammals, amphibians, lizards, snakes, the fertilization is internal. So there are both internal and external fertilization that takes place. So now we are reading about the internal fertilization that takes place in human beings. The fertilization that takes place inside the body of the organism is called as internal fertilization. You know that in the flowering plants also you have seen about the sexual reproduction that takes place with the fusion of the gametes, that is male and female gametes, in turn results in the formation of zygote, which is called as fertilization. The zygote develops into the seed in plants. In animals, the zygote under repeated divisions, it develops into the different cells and organs inside the body. Due to the different, that is the cell divisions of the zygote. Repeated divisions, it forms into different groups of cells. Okay, so that is called as fusion of male and female gametes. Fusion of male and female gametes result in the formation of zygote, which under repeated divisions, it results in the formation of embryo. Okay, children. So this embryo, the embryo contains that it continues to develop in the uterus. So where does it develop, children? The embryo develops inside the uterus. Embryo develops inside the uterus. It gets embedded in the wall of the uterus for the further development. So the zygote, after repeated divisions, it develops the cell tissues and it forms different groups of cells and tissues and develop into the embryo, and further development of the embryo takes place inside the uterus. Okay, so the embryo, after further development, it develops into the fetus with all the organs like eyes, nose, mouth, hands, etc. So when the embryo develops and all the other parts are fully developed, it is called as fetus. What it is called, children? It is called as fetus. So this is the uterus where the embryo is being developed. Is it clear, children? So this is the transfer section of the ovary, that is ovum, which develops into the zygote, and zygote develops into embryo. Embryo, that is inside the egg, develops after fusion of male and female gametes. It develops into zygote. Zygote develops forms zygote, and zygote develops into embryo, and embryo further develop repeated divisions. It develops into the fetus. This complete process takes place about 270 to 280 days. How many days, children? 270 to 280 days. This is called as gestation period or pregnancy period. What is it called as? Gestation period. It is also called as pregnancy period. It is called as pregnancy period. Okay, children. So, if the fusion, you know that it takes place for the reproduction of the new generation. The fusion takes place between the male and female gametes, takes place with the for the further development of the species. So where does this fusion takes place? I told you in the ampulla of the fallopian tube. That is, that takes place in the ampulla of the fallopian tube, where the fusion takes place, results in the formation of zygote. Zygote in turn develops into embryo. Embryo develops into the fetus, which gives rise to the newborn baby at last. So for the birth of the baby, it takes about 270 to 280 days, which is called as gestation period. And the period of gestation is called as pregnancy, or that is a pregnancy period. The onset of the zygote, so the formation of the zygote, from the onset of the zygote to the development of the fetus, it is called as the gestation period. That is called as pregnancy period. So what happens if reproduction does not take place? Reproduction does not take place, there will be no new generation of the species. The question is asked, what happens if the fusion of ova and sperm doesn't take place? Male gamete is sperm and female gamete is ovum. If the fusion does not take place, no pregnancy occurs, or no the development of the formation of zygote takes place. Okay, so that is why do animals give birth to the babies? Animals give birth to the babies for the continuation of their species, as you know it, isn't it? What would happen if each couple give birth to more than 2 babies, or is it necessary to control the population? If they give birth to more than 2 babies, it leads to the overpopulation, isn't it? So yes, it is necessary for the control of the species to maintain the available resources to meet all the available population, isn't it? So it is difficult to give all the resources available on this earth to meet the requirements of the people, growing population. So the birth rate should be controlled. So think what would happen if the animals stop giving birth to their babies. What would happen if animals stop giving birth to their babies? If the animals stop giving birth to the babies, the next generation will be starved, and the continuation of the species will not take place, which result in the extinction of the species, as you know well, isn't it? And fertilization takes place by the fusion of gametes from the mother and father, isn't it? So in general, in the human beings, the fertilization takes place between the fusion of the male, that is father, and the female, that is the mother, isn't it? What are the characteristics that the next generation occurs from their parents? That is about the resemblance of their parents by the offspring. It takes place in general. So if you see in your classmates or yourself, you may have the resemblance to your parents often. It is due to the characters that you develop from your parents, isn't it? The genes that that is transfer that takes place from the parents. The characters that are developed from the parents to the offsprings, it takes place. It may be the resemblance to the eyes, nose, mouth, chin, face completely, or the hair, whatever it is. So the gene that the skin, the glow, the complexity that they acquire from the parents. So why does it takes place? How does it takes place? There will be recognized the similarities between the brother and sister also at times. So what are these? We'll see in the next class. Once again I will repeat the formation of the zygote, that is about female reproductive system, children. So male reproductive system consists of the sperms that is released by the pair of testes. Testes release more than millions of sperms, and these sperms, when they fuse with the ovum, that is the ovary, that ova that is released by the female reproductive organ, that is the ovary. It is released every month, you know it. And when the fusion occurs, it results in the formation of zygote. Zygote, with repeated divisions, it develops into embryo. Embryo gives rise to the, after further development of the embryo inside the uterus, it gives rise to the baby, that is the fetus. It develops into fetus within 270 days, which is called as pregnancy period. And after the pregnancy, that is also called as gestation period, the newly born baby is born with the characteristics, some of the characteristics similar to the parents often. Okay, children. So this is about the reproduction, that is reproduction in human beings. Next, you should fill up the table present in the page number 59. Fusion of ovum and the sperm. As you know, the ovum is a egg that is released every month by the female. It consists of the outer covering layer. Inside, the nucleus is present in the center within the cytoplasm. So this is the ovum, structure of the ovum. It is the cytoplasm and the nucleus in the center. Okay, children. Fusion of ovum and sperm results in the formation of zygote. I told you earlier. And this is the reproductive organ. What is it? It is reproductive organ is ovary. Female reproductive organ is ovary. These are fallopian tubes. It is ovary. It is uterus. Is it clear, children? So where the development of the baby takes place inside the uterus and the fetal development takes place here. Okay. So this is about the reproduction in human beings. So male and female gametes. Male gamete is sperm, female gamete is ovary. So the female produces, the gamete is produced in the ovary, and the testis produces the sperms, and ovaries produces the ovum. So single ovary produces the ova. Sperms and ova fusion takes place, result in the formation of zygote, which in turn gives rise to the embryo, and later it develops into fetus, and the baby is released after the 270 days of gestation period. Okay, children. So learn this and come for the next class. Okay, children. Bye.